Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Paul, One Vaping Trucker, coming at you live from the road with a little bit of a different thing today. What we are going to do is we are going to talk about a few things right quick. We're going to talk about a simple coil building kit. And when I say simple, I mean it's simple, guys. All you need is a set of screwdrivers. These are made by Stanley. I picked them up at Walmart for like $5-10, something like that. On top of that, you will need a ohm reader. Mine is blue. LED, about $20. You will need Canthal. That is Defiant wire. I couldn't remember the name of it. Had to look. Alright, so your wire you will need. This is going to be another screwdriver. I'm not using the one out of the kit, but you'll see why in a minute. But screwdriver, a set of tweezers, a set of scissors. Oh, son of a bitch. Anyway, so a set of scissors and organic cotton. Alright. Oh, and the most important thing, an RDA. Alright, so guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly run through one of my normal builds. It should turn out to be right about a 0.17, 0.15, somewhere right around there. Oh, you will need a way to cut your wire. I have several ways I do it. I have a pair of pliers and also have a pair of fingernail clippers. Very important tool in a kit. A pair of pliers. Or a pair of toenail clippers. Sorry. Not pliers, but toenail clippers. One of the most favorite things of mine in my kit. And the reason that is because I can do a multitude of things with it. Let's see here. So we get that wire out. Okay. Alright. What I like to do is I like to start off with a piece about yay long. And you'll see why in just a minute. Because what I'll do is I will build 2 to 3 coils out of this one stretch. Right there. Canthal. Because inevitably one always messes up. And I throw the other one in. So normally I don't like to twist my wire, but I'm going to do that because I cut that a little short, or cut it a little long rather. So, put my wire back in my bag because I don't want to lose it. Alright, now, you've got 2 options here. One being a newfangled device that just came out. It's called a Curo coiler. I will be using the 3mm. And what you do with that is makes my life a whole lot easier. You stick it through the hole there, bring out the amount of wire you need to the opposite end. You take it, lay it down like that, hold the wire on this side, and you just simply twist, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't normally run around 4 wrap around a 3mm bit. Then you take it out and you straighten the other side back out a little bit. Put your cap back on and straighten your wire. Now that one did come out a little funky, but it's okay. And the reason it's okay is because you've got your pliers. And you can take it and kind of bend it back into shape how you need it by bending the coil, not the wire itself. So, as you can see, 1 coil, absolutely done. Very quick, very easy. That's what I like about the Curo coiler. I can wrap probably 5 coils in a matter of 2 minutes. So now I will come in, and I like to leave the leads a little longer on mine, so you can see the leads there. One's real long and the other one's kind of long. And the reason that is because I don't like messing around with tight posts. Now, if you do not have a Curo coiler, I will show you how to do it with a normal screwdriver. Take it and you sit it against there, come around, and you will 1, 2, 3, 4, and bring your lead out the other side, and then take it and smash it together like so. Now, in my opinion, this works, but as you can see, you will be able to see the difference in the coils. Here's the one with the plier, or the normal screwdriver, and there is the one on the opposite side with the Curo coiler. Whole lot neater, whole lot quicker, because now you got to come in and you got to take your pliers and kind of squash it and do it together like so. Make sure you get it from both sides, because you want your coils as tight as possible without bending them. There's the key word, without bending them. So there you have the same coil, in my opinion, double the time, but it is made. Now, once again, with the Curo coiler, I think I got some lightning happening out here. Wow, that's cool. Love storms. If anybody knows me, they know I love storms. So, yeah, lay it down. 1 wrap, 2 wrap, 3 wrap, 4 wrap. Now see, I made that one too short. You see it right there, the little leg. So what I'll do, all hope is not lost. I will take the leg that is small, and I will give it a little tug to make sure it's tight. And I will bring this back over, out from underneath through the coiler, and then I will take it and hold the long end as I drop that piece in the floor. Pull it tight while holding the opposite end. And I will make my lead leg long enough to where it'll be just like I want it. Then I will reach down in the floor, because, oh, son of a bitch, I dropped it. I will pick it up. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Oh. God, I'm getting too old for this. Oh. Alright, so, back. Sorry about that. Okay, so now, I'm going to scooch that down, and I'm going to take a look at it. If you can see, because I had to pull that other end out, you see how kind of janky it looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull it back tight, and I'm going to wrap it, and I'm going to squish it and make sure it's tight while I do that. And there is your second one by the Curo coiler. Very nice, very nice. Now, what I should have with this is about a 0.17, 0.15. And if you need to, which you probably will, you can put that, your 3 millimeter screwdriver, back into that so it doesn't mess with the coils. And I'm going to grab an extra one out because I'm using that one, because I normally use my Curo coiler to make that other coil, or make that other tightenment. Alright, so you come in and tighten down your RDA. And what I like to do is to straighten them out a little bit where it's flat. And you can see right there that just moved a little bit, so I need to make sure that it's tight. There it is. Okay, now when you check the ohms on there, yep, it should be 0.2. You guys will be able to see that, 0.2, which means my finished product is going to be about a 0.1. which is actually pretty low for me. Put that little extra lead there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew that again. To allow me to put the second coil in. Now what I like to do is to make sure, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. Now I'm going to leave this one a little sloppy, just for the simple reason of showing everyone what I'm talking about. I like to pull those legs up just a little bit, get them out of the way where I can actually tighten the RDA down very, very nicely with both wires in. Wow, I came out real low on this one. That may be a little bit even too low for me. That's lower than my buddy Bob builds. Y'all know Big Bob, right? Check him out. If you haven't had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Big Bob, you definitely need to check out his channel on Facebook. It's Big Bob Major. Or Vaping with Big Bob, I should say. Wow, that's low. Alright guys, that come out to a 0.06, which is very, very low for me. But we're going to give her a whirl anyway, and we're going to see how she does. She may come up just a little bit. We'll see. Let's see here. Now, your next tool that you will need will be a box mod or tube mod or some kind of mod of some kind. Because what you're going to do is you're going to screw this down to the mod itself. And this is where your tweezers come in. You're going to pulse it. And you remember when I said that I always make more than one or more than two coils? That I always make 3. You'll see why in just a second. And the reason why is because there is one of the coils. It's indirectly burned in half. Which you will get from time to time with royal wire, or excuse me, defiant wire, not royal wire. The royal wire seems to be pretty stable. So I'm gonna grab that extra lead. Out of the center there. And like I say, I always build an extra coil, just in case. And today, the case was, well, we needed it. And if you don't, you've always got a spare. So let's go that way. There we go. Oh, I didn't get the daggone thing screwed up high enough. Hang on. There we go. Oh. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. Copyright, trademark, Twisted 420, 2014. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, so now that we have that in and secured, I keep looking out the front windshield, guys. It's starting to rain and stuff down here where I'm at. So a 5-minute video took me 15 minutes. Wow, that's good to know. Because I've never actually timed myself building coils. Ow. Alright, so let's see where she's at now. Because now I'm curious. Aha! That was my odd coil. That's why it went weird. Alright, to 0.10. That's a little closer. That's where I should be. Oh. That was a little tougher than normal. There we go. Alright, so now with a 0.10, we will take that back out. And I will pulse it again, just to tighten everything up, make sure we're good. Make sure we have no hot legs. There we go. And when you have a completed project and good coils, it should look like that. Flowing from inside to out, outside to in. And that's the way that should work. Now, with all things being said and done, you go, well, you're finished. Yeah, well, technically, you are finished. I like to make sure that all of my coils are tight. And you do that by grabbing your little tweezers and squeezing them together. And you'll see now that it is burning a little quicker and a little better and a little closer to even. And that's what you want. You want an even coil. So no matter what, make sure your coils are even. Now, I'm going to not use that to get the scraps of cant ball out of the way, because for some reason these are non-metallic or non-magnetic, which means it's a different kind of wire. Shh, don't tell nobody. So basically, guys, what you got there is a 0.10 build. And I just realized that I'm not going to be able to upload this until I get home. Because I'm doing it on my laptop. So anyway, you take then your cotton organic in style. And what I like to do is cut it into strips. I've got one that's already strip cut, but I'm going to cut this one for you live here. Because, well, live's the best way to go. So, alright, take it, twirl it, twist it, do whatever you need to do to be able to put your cotton through your coil, like so. Pull it through. You don't want it like overly tight, but you don't want it loose enough that it falls out, because you will get cotton collapse, and that's kind of a bummer. Now, some guys will tell you that you need to take that piece and throw it away, and I'm actually going to look at it because I don't think that's quite. Nah, it'll be long enough. It'll be okay. I'm going to use said same other end, and I am going to slide it right through that one. Of course, I'm going to fluff it up a good bit. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to cut another strip. because that's just too loose. And I'm not happy with it. So I will cut another fat strip here. And it doesn't have to be even. It's good if it's even, but it doesn't have to be. Really, after all this time. Hang on, my truck's starting to shut down on me. So let's go fix that. Alright, go home, Volvo, you're drunk. I've been sitting here for 38 minutes. It is supposed to go into auto shutdown mode after about 3 minutes. So if that gives you any idea of how drunk my truck is. It's happy, it's getting an oil change here, or a lube job here in just a few minutes. I hope in the next few minutes anyway. Alright, so normally from this point what I would do is I would go ahead and juice the coils, and then I'd use a toothpick, or I actually use this little screwdriver right here. It's my little baby one. But I noticed Grim Green. I watched him re-wick one of his coils the other day, and instead of juicing first, he actually tucked the cotton first. So I've been kind of trying that and seeing how it works. And it does okay. It's a little bit of a pain in the tush to get exactly where you want it, but it's not terrible, and it does work. So props to Grim Green there. Even though he didn't know it, he showed me that. Alright, now gonna come in behind it with a little bit of Blue Collar Vapes Razzed, and we're gonna saturate this cotton really, really well. Make sure you get all your cotton really, really wet and damp and moist, and all those good adjectives that everybody loves to use. Moist, damp, wet. I don't think I'm missing any. And most people will tell you to burn off the first juicing. I don't know why. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But, you know, okay, so some people say do it. Okay. I think that is really up to personal preference. Me personally, I don't burn it all off. I burn off just enough to make sure that my coils are acting like I want them to, and make sure that everything is hunky-dory inside there. And you'll notice on that coil there, I made a little space underneath the coil. That's so air can get to the bottom of the coil also, so it burns a little more evenly. Then you, of course, line up your air holes on both sides, using the Dark Horse, by the way, at a 0.1. Oh, that is warm. That is very warm vape. And there you have it. Coil building 101 with one vaping trucker. Alright guys, so I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Excuse me. Wow. Guys, remember, always be happy, vape safe, and always make sure you keep your wheels on the ground. I'll talk to you later. Peace.